Hello everybody, my name's Andy Lagopus, and welcome back to another episode of ZNN Interviews. Tonight, we've got a very special artist straight from the ZNN staff. You know him as the guy who makes our Zoosonas, or the lovely faces you're seeing now. Give it up for Quirky-Middle-Child.
Hello. Nice. Thanks for having me here.
Glad to have you. All right, so tell us a little bit about yourself. What got you to start drawing?
I honestly think growing up, I just always loved to draw. It's something that me and my siblings always did. Ever since I could pick up a pencil, I was drawing on anything, you name it. Bed frames. And I did draw on paper, but it was just like, I just always had everything running through my mind, and I just wanted to put it on something. So growing up was something I've always had, I guess, inside myself. And just years later, I just wanted to see if I can, become better at it. Been taking some classes and having fun drawing everybody's anthros, or having fun just drawing whatever I want to do.
Zoosonas. There is a difference, which we will get to. So, what exactly inspired you to draw Zootopia fan art, then?
Zootopia itself, obviously. One thing that, if I love something, I'm going to draw it. I love Zootopia. When it first came out, it just grabbed my attention with the creativity of it all. That DMV scene with every trailer always sold me. And 8 times, we just had fun just drawing and drawing and drawing. And my first drawing would come to, I guess you'd say, the Zoosonas, was actually a picture I did of me and my siblings. I had fun trying to draw as if we were, our place, which is a coyote. So then that just really got me started on enjoying, just animals or creatures, that are separate in this universe from the story.
Okay. So the mammals that don't necessarily get, star status in the film itself?
Pretty much. Those characters in the background, it's always so much fun just to see what else could be out there. So I do self-inserts all the time. If I ever write stories, I do that. But it was so much fun drawing people's characters that they create, like their own original character. And I just have fun. Hey, I want to draw that. And it's led me right here.
Awesome. So 2 years on, how do you feel about Zootopia?
Well, I still love Zootopia. I think it's a thing I love that will never exactly leave. It may dwindle over time. I have many other interests, but at the same time, I'll always go back to thinking, I wonder what else I can draw about it. I've always had fun, doing those alternate universe crossovers with other Disney movies or other movies out there.
Right.
In the back of my mind, just like, hey, I wonder what happened if Nick and Judy, were, in this Full Metal Alchemist. I don't know, my mind's always thinking about that kind of stuff.
I could totally see Nick pulling the whole one arm thing.
Put Judy in an iron suit. Yeah, that'd be interesting to see. Anyway, actually, that should be
no.
Anyway,
he's the officer. She's the knight, or whatever.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Yeah, very cute armor though, so she could have the trigger at "Don't call me cute."
See, this is where it comes from. Now I'm gonna have to draw this. Now we put it out there. I have to draw it now.
Do it. If you do it, we'll put it in this video.
If I do it on time, I've got so much stuff to do. Anyway,
fair enough. And so the crossover stuff is kind of what you've gotten to be known for, the comics where you've got Nick and Judy in The Iron Giant, or a whole bunch of other movies and scenarios.
Whenever I like something a whole lot, I try to add it onto something else that I love. I can love something twice as much because I'm putting my two favorite things together. Zootopia meets, something else I love. You combine it together and it just makes for a bigger world. So I've always liked to run with that kind of idea. What else can we have fun, putting these characters in? My sister does the Ask the ZPD, so she had fun doing that crossover, putting that kind of stuff over in, other movies with Zootopia. She helped her a lot with some ideas of writing scenes. It was so much fun. And it's good to create comics, which I never thought people would never find funny, to be honest.
Yeah, right. People loved them. So what other sort of stuff are you interested in that you could totally see yourself doing crossover art with?
So many to choose from, honestly.
That's good. Nice and diverse.
Yeah, it's of Harry Potter. So I've been having this idea of doing a whole comic of Nick and Judy at the school. But at the same time, it's is this my own characters I'm making? Either way, my mind's always buzzing with that kind of stuff. So much I want to draw. I think it's kind of overwhelming at times.
Hey, that's the good kind. One thing I mentioned earlier is that you've been one of ZNN's sort of resident artists for quite some time now. How's that been for you? And I'm not saying this as the the leader of ZNN. I'm asking as an interview.
Well, it's kind of
difference.
dark, locked inside this cubicle. You know, if you can give me some food once in a while, that'd be very nice.
Oh,
The hide every time is kind of hard to
Yeah.
breathe in. Yeah, no, I'm kidding. It's been a lot of fun. I actually did not realize I kind of joined in among the earlier stages of ZNN. I've seen the website before. You know, so when he asked me if I could help with that special, that I think it was a
I think
5.
it was 200,000 or
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
100,000.
Either way, like, so awesome. Like, if you guys need me again, I'd be happy to join. And here I am now, just years later, still helping out. And one of the things I enjoyed the most was drawing everybody's zoo Sona, because it was one of the first pictures I wanted to do in the first place. And I'm like, let's draw everybody. And then I realized I had to draw everybody. And so that took a while, but see people's ideas of how they create themselves or their own fictional character. I like seeing that kind of stuff. I love original content.
Absolutely agree with you there. And working with Sendrax, you think you grew much through that experience?
Sendrax, I think us, we got ourselves a good team friendship going on. Like, whenever we'd have fun with the picture doing together, like, we just go back and forth. We had a good work system down. I've learned a lot from, doing color palettes to even improving line work with him.
Hey, I'm glad we got him on the team too. For those of you watching, I'm not just patting ZNN on the back or anything like that. So I guess another question would be, as someone who does a lot of Zoosonas and such, what distinguishes a Zoosona?
Imagine it as if like it's an alternate universe, because like I've seen debates online. People are comparing it if it's a zoo Sona or someone's fur Sona. Like, I do believe it's kind of like if somebody has a fur Sona, but like say like no, they want it to like Topia. There have to be some changes made, if you ask me. Like, there's a lot of great creations out there, like someone's, I guess, neon green wolf with wings and stuff like that, and those are cool. But like, if you put that in Zootopia, I guess you can say I'm creating it kind of like under how Corey Loftus created it. I love how he designed it. Looks like those animals are actually still just like on 2 legs. It doesn't change their body structure, everything else. It's just like, you put a fox on 2 legs, that's what it is. And I like that. I think it really it's just pretty much the design of it all. And how it can really, it feels like it belongs in the Zootopia world.
So no like extreme colors like the neon green with wolves with wings, like you were saying?
If I want to look at Zootopia as a modern day, I don't see why they wouldn't dye or have fun making fake wings or whatever. I don't know.
Okay, good point with the dyeing. There are plenty of people who dye their hair, so yeah, that does make sense.
Those look cool. So
yeah, fair point. So one final question I'd like to ask artists and such is, what advice do you have for other artists who are just starting or who don't really have like a flow per se, like who don't really have their own style yet?
All I can say is an advice I was always taught. There is no comfort in the growth zone, but also there's no growth in the comfort zone. So the real time I saw improvement in my artwork was when I was doing the things I did not want to do. I always hated drawing, facial expressions because I couldn't get it right at first. I hated trying to do perspective. But, through actually practicing the things I did not want to do, I found myself learning how to do it. One of the biggest, I think, important things of any progression is you have to learn, of course, the stuff you don't want to do. So for any artists out there, all I can say is, as annoying as it will be, practice what it is you don't like to do. Whether it's perspective, whether it's anatomy, it's annoying, but like I found myself just drawing the same thing over and over, and I was just feeling like stale. Like I was just drawing the same thing over and over again, and I just wanted to progress. But every time I looked at it without changing anything, I realized I gotta do the hard stuff. It's hard, but you'll find yourself improving. Honestly, that's where the great satisfaction comes. Who's out there, who just wants to feel like they can improve? All I can say is you can. It's hard work, but there's a lot of information out there that can help you with what it is you want to learn. There's many tutorials. You can find videos. Information is out there. So to think you're always left in the dark, I like to say you're not. And to another, it's you can draw anything you put your mind to.
I like it. And for reference, the facial expressions you were referring to are the same ones that are being used for this video, so let's just do a quick little compilation like a
animated GIF of your face changing.
Exactly. So have fun with that, video editors.
Yup. How want we do those? Because I'm looking at them now after making some changes. I'm like, I want to change that. It's
all right. Well, that's it for today. Again, thank you so much, Quirky, for coming out here, doing a short little interview. Any final words?
All I can say is have a good day and don't do things that will kill you.
Good advice. that's pretty good advice.
Stay alive. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you again. And till next time, I've been Andy Lagopus, and this has been ZNN Interviews. Have a good night, everybody.